Hello, this is the Fixed Virus Show. I just want to make 2 points in today's show. First point is with this 1-minute video.
Back, Newtown, Main Street, you be mayor, I'm sheriff, you're a saloon keeper, we build a gold rush town or cattle or whatever it is. We have been immensely fortunate and successful. 2 world wars left Europe in shambles and we emerged
Talking about the U.S.
undamaged technological and industrial power. China has a completely different and a checkered history.
Comparing China and the U.S.
5,000 years of ups and downs, long periods when there was no governments, anarchy, warlords. I once had a Chinese masseur when I was
comparing China and the U.S.
game shoulder, and we were talking. And I said, during the war, Japanese time, what currency did you use? Huh? So Japanese currency, it was in Japanese controlled areas or other currencies in other areas. So I said, how many currencies are there? 2, 3, says 14 or 15, depending on which warlord's area you're in. Why have they survived in spite of anarchy, disaster, floods, famines? Because there was a social network independent of government that sustained them. The immediate family, the extended family, the clan. You owed them an obligation.
That's right. And then so this is like an interesting viewpoint within Chinese society, that they survived all these upheavals over the years by having a non-governmental connection with each other and using the clan, the family, etc. But he neglects to mention later, the last 10-15 seconds, that there is, after the CCP came in power in 49, which is after World War II, they basically broke those connections, or they tried. There may be some older connections around, but remember they had the Cultural Revolution, which basically set Chinese against each other, trying to outdo each other for being the best communists. And, you know, they basically got rid of all the landowners, that's for sure. That we can be certain about. All the landowners were either killed or removed or re-educated. You know, you want to make the quote mark, re-educated. Yes. So, okay, so now what? So the CCP has created a new methodology. So the methodology is to trust the government. So check this out. This is an interesting phenomenon by Jan Jekielek. He's got a new book out called Kill to Order. He discusses how this procedure got going, and you know, without going into like this is a very long video. It's over an hour. We don't want to, I guess I could give you little snippets, but the interesting aspect of one portion of this is that at a certain point, the central government's edict came out and said, we want to have more organ harvesting. They didn't put 2 and 2 together yet, but there was one person in one region that thought about this and said, oh, we don't like the Falun Gong, we don't like the Uyghurs, and we want to do more organ harvesting. Well, why don't we put all that stuff together? So yes, so every time they took a Falun Gong prisoner or a Uyghur prisoner, they took all their information. If then somebody that needed a organ, like a liver or heart or whatever, then they would kill to order that person. So that's interesting to me. So the other interesting aspect of this is there wasn't like a specific order from Xi Jinping. Because let's face it, even if they have 1 billion people, even if they don't have 1.4 billion because of whatever, that's still a lot of people to keep track of, and you can't really keep track of that many people. And not to mention that in the rural areas, you can't keep track of them at all. It's very hard to do that. So what they do is they create edicts and then everyone kind of falls in line, and then if you're not following the edict, then they can, put you away, or they can, disappear you. How they say that. So this is an interesting aspect because in cybersecurity, they're also given an edict of stealing Western technology. So they don't necessarily, everyone isn't told to steal this technology or that technology. They just steal technology. It's just massive attempts. And because of these edicts, they're constantly working on this kind of thing. So we have to be on the lookout and protect ourselves. So I think that was an interesting aspect of this interview I wanted to mention. I mean, the kill to order thing is pretty bad as it is. If you haven't learned about this, then you should learn about it. But that is all I got right now. Here is my bumper music. Thank you for listening. Make sure and buy my book. I got a book, Too Late You're Hacked. Right now I've got both of these for $20 on eBay. So Too Late You're Hacked. Check it out on eBay. Go and like and support me on YouTube, or I'll also put this on Rumble. So thank you. We'll talk to you soon.